Like if I ever get a dog, it's like, oh, well, I'm just, my dog is getting a dog.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, your dog is getting a human.
Have you heard of the girl who has made over $1 million by acting like a dog on the internet? And when I say acting like a dog, I mean walking on all fours in public, eating dog food, urinating on the floor, and drinking water out of a toilet bowl.
She's like a furry.
If you haven't, her name is Puppy Girl Jenna. Something else that
There's
might
no way
surprise you
that
is
this
that I've known
works
Jenna
though,
for
right?
nearly 4 years. First meeting her in
What he
Vegas
did
when she
though,
was
huh?
leashed up, collar and all, and have since gone on to watch her become one of the most talked about things on the internet. Being covered
haven't
by
heard
creators
about it
like
once,
Cody
so
Ko,
what the-
Shane Gillis, and Hamas Piker. So come with me as I travel out to her doghouse in Austin, Texas to find out what Puppy Girl Jenna is really like.
So what does she actually do during the day? Is she always walking on all fours?
It's just a girl acting like a dog.
Jenna's gone viral for videos like these.
Bad girl, you know better than that. You pee outside. Bad
What the
girl,
f-
come on.
Oh.
Into your cage. Nope, you know better than that.
And as shocking as some of those clips are, acting like a puppy is something that Jenna was doing long before she ever posted on the internet.
So very innocently,
speechless.
as a kid, I would beg my parents to like throw a ball and I would like run after the ball too. I would like be on all fours with the dog, like our childhood dog. I would beg my parents to
This is
like walk me
strange.
out on a
This
leash.
is not
In
normal
my
behavior
mind,
from
I'm a
human
little
beings.
kid, so like it's nothing like sexual or
This ain't normal
So you're
behavior
like
from
10
a
or 12 at
God-fearing
this point?
woman.
Yeah, like it just like very, very innocent. But I remember very distinctly when I was like 9, 10, my parents had kind of like a sit down with me and they'd be like, when is this behavior going to end?
And this behavior is not an anomaly. In fact, there are thousands of people that are a part of the puppy play community, which is actually a subsect of the pet play community.
Within
What?
it, it's kind of like puppy play, kittens, like the
What
Neko
the
girls, bunnies, foxes, like
Chat, I can't lie. Why am I hard? You're telling me only 11% of you are subscribed? What are you doing? I'm uploading daily. Subscribe. I'm joking. Bro, what the f is this? Pet play community. Like, I knew about furries, but I didn't know they had this whole like...
pretty much any
thing
animals,
going on.
horses, or like one of my personal faves to
the hell?
watch. It's incredible. They like look like horses. That's probably my favorite, like to watch and to look
What the
at because it's just so intricate.
Are there other animal play communities? Like, are there stork play communities? That's like what came to my mind.
Stork play, that would be incredible. Probably, I mean, if you can think of it, it probably exists somewhere.
What?
I'm
So
28
they're
years
dressing
old,
up
and I
like
hadn't heard
hippos.
of this stuff until I met Jenna. So how did she
No
find out
way.
about the puppy play community
Chat.
at 18 years old?
Yeah, I didn't even know that there was a community out there of people who did puppy play until I was probably 18 at a rope convention. So like a shibari
what?
rope convention, and there was a couple puppies there, and we were talking, and I was like, wait, I like have been doing this since I was a kid. Like meeting people who are actually like interested in something that I was super interested growing up. It was just kind of like a shock, and like it
Aight,
felt good.
this
I
is
didn't feel
mad
as crazy.
disturbing.
So this
bro.
isn't a gimmick. Jenna's been acting like a dog her entire life. But that begs the question, is her content a realistic representation of how she actually acts? In her free time, does she really eat dog food and drink water out of a toilet
Hell
bowl?
no,
A
she would
lot
be
of what
dead.
I produce online is kind of like laughing at this aspect of my life and my personality. Real people that really do puppy play don't really do what I do. I'm kind of making fun of myself whenever I post the things that I do online. I would not classify what I do
So why are you
outside
human being
in front
pretending
of
to be
other
a
people
dog?
as like
You don't think that's a little bit
scene or
weird?
play or anything like that. If anything, you can totally bash me for being a public nuisance. I will take that, and I 100% am.
You and I both probably.
Yeah, a lot of people on the internet. Yes, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna drink out of this bowl at this mall, or I'm gonna be walked on the street.
It's
and
like,
I'm gonna,
I'll be real, like, if I seen a looking at me like that, I can't, like, my wood would rise. But this one is just too subsequential, bro. What's that one word? It's just too much. Subsequently, bro. It's one of them ones, huh?
pose in front of like this dog store or whatever. Like I felt like it was all a big joke.
Since her content is a parody of her real life, I was curious to ask Jenna what she actually gets out of engaging in puppy play.
Puppy play for me is very much about like comfort and submission and like being taken care of. Like when I do it privately, it's not a cool thing at all. So I very much play it out for the camera, and I think it's fun, and I think that it's, like super, but it's not as much of a turn on for me as a lot of people would think.
So knowing that Jenna engages in puppy play, I think it's important
puppy
that she
play.
clarifies
Why are those words
Oh,
even
a
being put
huge
together in a
misconception
sentence?
that I think about just like puppy play in general, the type of people that overlap with like zoo
I just
and
farted,
like
guys.
zoo.
Oh
I don't want
yeah.
anything to do with like
Them
a real
are
dog.
weird. I
I
can't
don't
lie.
want
Them
anything to do
are
with a
strange.
real animal in any capacity. I pretend like I'm a puppy. It's a headspace. I just want to be dumb and have
But
fun.
no way,
and
she's
not
gaslighting
have any
since the
worries
thinking
in the
that she's
world.
doing is
But
normal. Clothing's about to drop. Link in the description. Go buy some shit, man. We got bottoms, red. We got hoodies, grey, dark grey. Hoodies, red. Bottoms, grey as well. First 10 orders will be refunded. Simple as that, you know what I'm saying? Everyone stay safe. Give your Marge a kiss from me, innit?
I do get a lot of questions about that, and I get a lot of requests from people about that, and that is never something that I will ever offer or entertain or anything. I find that despicable.
And while we're clarifying things, we need to address the infamous Puppy Girl Jenna death hoax.
The #1 search result when you type in Puppy Girl Jenna is Puppy Girl Jenna death.
Oh, so I didn't know about this until relatively recently, where there's like a whole bunch of people who are convinced that I died, and I found.
Yo, do you know how far you have to go, like, out of your way to actually start something like this? Like, the fact that you search her name up and the first thing you see is dead is crazy. Like, going out of their way to try and research if she died instead of just going to work and then coming home and eating and going to sleep like a regular human being. They went out of their way to do all of this. I don't know, that's amazing.
I found the article, and it's that I died of like carbon monoxide poisoning.
What?
Not even something cool. Like, could you make my death hoax like fun and like, I don't know, like I could have gotten like rabies or something. Like that would have been funny. Like I could work with that, but just like carbon monoxide poisoning.
Before we get into Puppy Girl Jenna's career on fans and how she's gone about making millions of dollars,
Oh, so
I
she
wanted
is
to
on-
ask her some
okay.
cold-ass questions that have been bouncing around in my head.
Much like humans, dogs can be very territorial. Would you consider yourself having any ops in the animal kingdom?
What?
Animal kingdom. Obs in the animal kingdom, like real animals, like in general.
Yeah, he wants to.
Yeah, is it like
that
chihuahuas
wants-
you might not like? Squirrels? It could be other dog breeds. Could be mice.
I do feel uncomfortable around squirrels. They are very like jumpy, jittery. When people used to ask me that question, I used to say cats, and I would allude to Belle Delphine because I thought it was hilarious. I love her. She's amazing. Like, shout out to Belle Delphine.
So
Yeah, that Belle Delphine really just took everyone's money. Do you remember when she was selling bathwater, Beth? No, she took everyone's peas,
Slaves.
bro. That was
Obviously
never
bad in
funny.
human form.
Yeah.
Oh.
how do you feel?
I might
as a
try that.
puppy
I might
girl
start selling
owning
my
a dog?
bathwater, you know.
Oh, okay.
Shout man in if you want it. If you want, if you guys want
caught
bathwater, shout man.
that
I'll go.
question. I was like, oh no, where are we going? Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Like if I ever get a dog, it's like, oh well, I'm just, my dog is getting a dog.
What?
Yeah, it'll
Just like puppy friendship.
No, you don't. No, your dog is getting a f***ing human. No, it's not. Like, what's going on?
yeah, puppy friendship and just
It's not a slave thing.
No, I don't. I would no. For the record, I do not condone slavery. I do not in any capacity, in any form.
You might be wondering how a girl who's into non-sexual puppy play has made a career off sexualizing puppy play on OnlyFans. Well, let me introduce someone.
I'm here with Lorenzo Adams, correct?
Yes.
Nerdballer TV.
I feel like I need my lawyer present here.
But you and Jenna have a relationship, correct?
That is correct. Yes, Your Honor.
They don't have just any relationship. Lorenzo is the mastermind behind the entire operation, creating a detailed marketing plan that utilized short-form content to drive traffic to Jenna's OnlyFans that Lorenzo manages.
So he-
One of the
yeah,
most
so he's her
profitable videos
manager.
was a short clip of Jenna urinating on the ground in public that they sold for $20 and was bought by nearly 10,000 people.
10,000 people buy that clip for like $20. That's like pretty insane. Like off that.
I'm doing something wrong. I'm gonna just start pissing on the mains now, bro.
One like clip.
I'm gonna just start pissing on the mains.
So my question is, for anyone out there that is judgmental towards Jenna, would you pee on the ground and film it for $200,000, or would you
Yeah.
rather work your day job for 4 years for $200,000?
It depending on your job, like I probably
It's not even that. It's just that they would have to save every single penny that they made. And she's pissing on the ground. Ah, she's taking the piss. Come on, that's a little bit funny.
wouldn't quit a
Come
really
on,
good job for
Jack,
that
come
one instance.
on.
You have to keep in mind there's a lot that goes into it. Like, how do you even get that many people to even know you have that, like that clip exists
on the marketing end.
You know what I'm saying? But like there's people out there who would be willing to do that, and if you told them, okay, then go do it. Like, well, okay, I'll go pee, but now what? Like, how do I get that in front of that many people who are
That's
then
what I'm
also
saying.
interested
Like,
in
if I
purchasing
pee,
it?
how am I gonna?
So there's
like,
a lot more that goes into it to even get to the point where you
my
can
pee,
even
bruv.
monetize that type of content. It's not just as simple as like, oh yeah, I'll go pee if that many people would see it. Because even if they do it that once, then what? Like, what do you do after that? You take that money and then you have to figure out.
I mean,
like,
to be fair, you take the 200K and you're good. Like, you don't need to do nothing else.
do you keep that momentum going and running and stuff like that?
What's fascinating to me is you had made a comment a few days ago or a week ago that you're not really even a content creator at heart, right?
Now, this surprised me to hear
What?
because Puppy Girl Jenna is not someone who actually enjoys her career as a content creator.
I look at myself and like my like goals and aspirations, and then I look at you or even at you, and it seems like content is like always like at the front of your brain, and like it's just like fascinating because like my brain just does not work like that at all. Like I think like long term wise, like I don't feel like a content creator, and I feel like it's definitely like a detriment to myself, but I'm just out here having a good time.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, like at the end of the day, like she's like she didn't get into this because oh my god, I love making content. Yeah, and if honestly, again, if she really wanted to, like, she would be trying to collab with everyone, fly everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely try to produce the amount of content that she's comfortable with.
Yeah, I feel like when you commodify your personality, there is like a fine line between.
If I was managing her,
oh, I could make this much
she'd be
money,
taking 8 flights
but
a
at
day.
what cost to like my mental
Going
health?
to 7
and how
different
much I
time
enjoy my
zones.
life.
I
I'm
could have
going
made
monkeys.
like a lot more money, and I could be a lot more relevant, but I just like don't care.
With that said, the financial side of acting like a dog on the internet's got to be pretty enticing
no,
if she's been
no, if
doing
I'm
it for
managing
4
you.
years.
Swear
Being a
down.
human is not always the most lucrative career. How does being a dog pay?
That's good. I like how you worded it. I have been
Bro, he's fidgeting like crazy. Nigga's so
I've
funny,
been
bro.
extremely blessed in like my finances. Over my career, there was like a point in time where I was making
I just be
six
staring at her
figures a
like,
month, which
huh?
that's not a real number. Like it's just not like real. But like over the lifetime of my kind of business and everything, like I've been very fortunate and
6
to
figures a
make,
month for
like
pissing on the
over
floor
$1
is
million,
crazy.
and like that's insane. Like that is crazy to me that like so many people have either like supported me or thought that it was weird
Top
enough in order to be like, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what
0.02%
this is.
crazy.
So again, I'm very fortunate.
That's
Most of the
ridiculous.
things that I'm able
Chat,
to do now,
there's
like
no way
I'm
that
a
this is-
avid
yo.
reader. I love art, and so I'm able to like
Yo,
go
let me start an
take,
OF
you
and start
trips
pissing on the
across
floor, but I'm gonna
country and
pretend
go
to be a
museums
cow,
that I've
bruv.
always wanted to go to.
Reading
Yeah,
and
Bab
traveling
is
aren't the
milking
only
me and
interests
shit.
that Puppy Girl Jenna has outside of her job. I want to show you two of her favorite hobbies. The first of which is cooking.
All right, for those that didn't know, Jenna is actually an
that
immaculate
her?
cook. Here's the
Oh, no.
breakfast spread that she has put up for us. What do we have here, Lorenzo? Break it down.
Honestly, this is like a light work for Jenna. This is not really anything crazy, but it's still really good.
Yeah, people might not know. I've been over here where they've had like an elaborate duck dinner. Do you remember that?
All right, so we're gonna talk about like who the is this over
Dinner.
here?
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Like, chat, we gonna analyze. Someone
I
find out
personally
who
think
that is.
Puppy Girl Jenna's probably the best.
I don't know what it is about her. Like, it's just turning me on. I'm sorry, chat.
Puppy Cook.
Let me
The Puppy
behave
Girl Jenna
myself.
food exclusive breakfast edition. You ain't know about that, boy.
I mean, it's nothing special. I mean,
It's extravagant by my standards. I just whip up some scrambled eggs and I feel like I'm Chef Boyardee in that hoe.
Chef Boyardee.
Another hobby you might
Why
not
is she
expect a
feeling
puppy
that
girl to
here
have
so
is
much?
training and caring for birds.
Jenna is the proud owner of a, what is it called?
So he's a Camelot macaw. He's a second
Does he only have
generation
one wing?
hybrid between a Catalina and a Scarlet.
Oh no, I'm bugging
he
out.
just
I'm
turned
bugging
a year
out. I'm
in
so bugging
January.
out. I'm so
color
fried.
on
I
this
should not be
bird is
recording like
incredible.
this. Oh
Come
my god.
here. So he's a blue-green
Yo,
Camelot.
what else happens? Yeah, this is. Do we need to watch the rest of the video? This bitch made a literal M of her pretending to be a dog. Not a donkey. What is she? A dog. That's ridiculous. I'm about to go piss on the floor. Chat.